Here we are, Thoughts from the Office, Redneck's Pride Outdoors. You know, a few years ago, I gave a demo at a convention on how I set up cage traps. And it's different. It's different than everybody else. And if you watch my video here on YouTube of me just brushing by it or brushing over how I set up cage traps, you're going to see I use 2 or 3 baits and 3 or 4 lures per cage trap, and I'm only going to use a little bit of each bait. So total amount of bait is less than what most people use when they're using one bait. And lure, it's very little. I mean, when you look at the video or you talk to me or you see the demo, you can see how I do it. I had a old boy after the demo come up to the table and in true a-hole fashion, like we can all get that way. That old boy wanted to come up and he wanted to tell me how good of a cage trapper he was. And he probably was. But he come up to me and he said to me, you know, all I use is one piece of bait behind the trunnel and I catch all the raccoons and skunks that's there. You mean to tell me you can't do that? And I looked at him and smiled. And I said, yeah, I can use one bait and catch a lot of critters, but I can catch more faster by this other method. He just looked at me in typical fashion. He shrugged his shoulders and walked off. Now, as a bait and lure manufacturer of some years, and I sell a lot of baits and lures, and I like to market my baits and lures. I'd be a liar if I told you I didn't want you to buy my baits and lures and use them. And a lot of people using my baits and lures continue to use them, especially in the ADC field. But that 3 baits, 2 to 3 baits, 3 to 4 lures per cage mindset doesn't have to be with my bait and lure. Now, I want you to use my bait and lure, but it doesn't have to be. You can use any taste bait you want. What's a taste bait? Well, there's commercial baits out there. Means that the animal gets a hold of it, he tastes it, it's good, he wants to go back to it. He wants to eat more. There's commercial lures out there, it's got taste factor to them. Same thing. They taste it, they like it, they want more. But you don't have to use a commercial bait and lure. A cupcake is a taste bait. A piece of pie is a taste bait. A piece of steak is a taste bait. Cat food, dog food is a taste bait. See what I'm saying? The bait is made for or used for food. The lure, vanilla is a taste lure. Honey is a taste lure. Maple syrup is a taste lure. Strawberry syrup is a taste lure. Strawberry jello. I don't know if it's a bait or a lure. I guess it depends on the heat. You got what I'm saying? So don't get hung up. You know, my God, you're using 3 baits and lures. I want to be your bait manufacturer. No, because you're actually going to use less. Because what I've done is, by using 2 to 3 baits and 3 or 4 lures, is I create an atmosphere for the animal. Think of it this way. I create the atmosphere of a fat man going into a smorgasbord that he don't have to pay for. I'll leave it here. Thoughts from the office, Redneck's Pride Outdoors.